Hey guys, welcome back. I hope I did not use up all my luck this season already with this second clutch. This second clutch of the year. Kind of the first one was actually laid this calendar year. I want to show you the parents first and kind of explain to you what happened with this clutch. So this was the first time mom and dad. The dad here is his name is Ultraman. He is an Ultraman Leopard OD Firefly 100% het pied male. As you can see him here. He's a good looking guy. I actually got him from Aussie. His breeding season's kind of done, but I'm trying to kind of let him get a couple months to reboot, put on a bunch of more weight, because I might have some girls towards the middle to the end of the end of the season to breed him to again, because I have more Ultraman stuff ready for him, especially because he's 100% het pied, which is part of why this clutch was really important for me in the beginning of the season, and why I was extremely disappointed when the mom actually laid the eggs. So the mom was an Orange Dream 100% het pied female. And I believe, if I remember correctly, I have it somewhere in the paperwork, I think she was originally produced by Canova. I didn't actually directly buy from him. I bought it like secondhand or third hand from somebody, so I don't know if it came from Canova or not. But this female here, who has been back on food since laying, she laid a big clutch of 8 eggs. The issue is that 7 of those eggs were slugs, and there was only 1 healthy egg out of that whole entire clutch. So I was extremely disappointed, because it was really the only chance I was going to have to make Super Orange Dream babies from that Ultraman het pied male, which is huge, because if you know, Orange Dream and pied go very well together, and Super Orange Dream and pied go together even better. And then on top of that, I'm trying to work it into the Ultra Pied project, which is Ultraman Pied. So when I only had 1 egg in there, I kind of thought to myself, well, I hope to God nothing's wrong with the 1 egg, because she laid 7 slugs and 1 good egg, and hopefully there's nothing, wrong with the snake, genetically wrong with it when it does hatch. And then the odds of me hitting a Super OD or even a pied out of that clutch weren't good either, because both parents were het pied. So there's a 25% chance of getting a 25% chance of hitting a visual pied out of that clutch anyways. There's a 50% chance of hitting Orange Dream, a 25% chance of hitting Super OD, and 50% chance of hitting Fire, Pastel, or Leopard. I think I did the calculator, and on Morph Market, I think there was like a 1 out of 128% chance for me to hit a Super OD, Firefly, Leopard, pied. And of course, it's going to be a 100% het Ultraman as well. I think I may have hit it with the 1 egg that survived out of this clutch. It literally just came out of the egg, as you can see it there. I kind of want to show you my process for what I do with these snakes when they do hatch. So some people like to live in these boxes until they shed, but what I do is I actually just transfer them directly into my hatchling rack. So I'll take the little tag that I have with the painter's tape here, and at some point I'll probably work Husbandry Pro into this, but what I'll do is, like, if this is a new clutch, and since it's only 1 egg, I'll just put it here by itself. So it tells me which clutch it is. Like, for instance, this was the first clutch of the year, so I have 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, 1-5, 1-6. This was from a different clutch, and this is going to be this clutch here. And then what I do is I get one of these tubs, I put some water in it, and I just get a paper towel, I get it soaking wet, and that will help to make sure that when the hatchlings have their first shed, that it comes off nice and easy. So that's what I do with the snakes after they hatch out. This guy here is what we got out of this. Let me toss out the egg here. As you can see, this thing is bone dry. There's nothing left in it. Completely absorbed the yolk, which is always a positive thing. Ooh, he's a feisty little guy already, huh? Let's see how his belly looks. So you see he has a little placenta there. It's not fully absorbed yet. And being on the wet paper towel will also help that too. It's a little more of a sterile environment too. But as you can see here, nice little piece there on the bottom of his tail that's orange. And this snake, if I can get him to kind of loosen up a little bit here. Judging by what I was able to find online, I have almost no doubt that this is a super orange dream. Those oranges are way too orange. The blacks against it are way too vibrant. I wish there was a little more saddles in there, but there aren't. It just has those two saddles there, plus that little piece back on the tail. Now the head, the closest thing I could find to a head like that was on an OD leopard firefly. So, at the very least, I think I have an OD firefly leopard pied, and I hope it's a female because I don't need a male, but I'll keep a male if it is a male. But I think this is the algae animal. I think this is a super OD leopard firefly pied 100% het ultraman snake, and I don't know if it'll show up here very well on the camera, but it has a wicked head stamp as well. So if I did in fact hit that animal, again, I hope I didn't use up all my luck for the season, because that's the only one that's ever been like that before that's been sold was by Aussie last year, I think, and it was, the list price was $10,000, which is, if that's the case, is going to be one of the, or if not the most expensive snake I've produced to date, which would be awesome because it's a super powerful snake, especially if it's a female. Everything that comes out of it is going to be Orange Dream. Everything that comes out of it is going to carry one copy of the Pi gene. It has a chance to pass on pastel, fire, leopard, and ultramel as well. So pairing that snake with even something like her dad, which is a OD firefly leopard ultramel het pied, you could be producing super OD, super pastel. Well, I wouldn't want the fire in there because then you get an all white snake and it would completely ruin it. But if you're able to get a super OD, super pastel, leopard, fire, ultra pied, that's something that's never been created before as far as I know. So it's huge, especially if this is a female. If it is a male, then it's not terrible because I'd probably still keep it. You know, in a year's time it'll be breeding. And if this is a super OD Firefly Leo pied, het ultramel, it's still going to produce very, very, very high-end offspring, you know, for just pied stuff, or even still for the ultra pied project. So this is huge. I'm super excited about it. I have another clutch that's we're probably gonna end up cutting tomorrow, and we are gonna probably do a little game with that because there's 5 eggs in there, and I think each one of us is gonna pick an egg and see which one has the most powerful genetics in it. And I actually have, I think, 1 or 2 other ones ready to lay soon. So things are finally starting to kick up and start rolling here after a slow start to the season. But I probably should be over 20 clutches this year, which will be my biggest year ever. But they're all like powerful clutches too. So I'm hoping this is the year that this thing kind of goes full blast and becomes my full-time job. Fingers crossed. So thank you guys for tuning in. Please remember to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.